Hey out there in Tubeland, this is Jarodimus from Preorder 66. I am here to do an unboxing video for a vintage Transformer. My fellow demented person who plays with toys, Ichabod, thought it would be a great idea when he heard what I had gotten, and I agree with him. First you're probably wondering, why are we looking at Easter bunnies? Well, that's because that's what the toy was wrapped in when it got to me. I really don't know why. I got the toy on eBay. And this was the wrapping paper that was around it. Actually, this was probably the most securely packed eBay package I've ever received. It was a very sturdy box, brown shipping paper, styrofoam peanuts inside the box, bubble wrap around the box, and then this. And the seller is in Greece, and I have to assume this is Greek Easter wrapping paper. Interesting choice. I thought it was just a little too odd not to share. But hey, big thanks to seller GI Toys on eBay for an awesome packing job. Without further ado, let's move on to the toy. Here he is. Well, here's the box anyway. This is Ironfist from the late G1 or early G2, however you want to look at it, era of toys. This and several other toys were only released in Europe. Some of them also got released in Japan, but I don't believe Ironfist did. Some people consider them G1, some people consider them G2. Some of them were released in both G1 and G2 packaging. You can see here he does have the G2 Autobot symbol on the box. Either way, these are toys that aren't all that common, especially in the US. Let's take a look at the box. So here's Ironfist here. Toy shots on the side of the box. And story on the back with some sort of simplistic yet at the same time cool art of several of the G2 toys. You see Pyro back there. And some of the Aqua Speeders, Windbreaker, Fear Swoop right there. Several of those were Euro exclusive toys. There is Ironfist bio in English and Spanish. Other side, more pictures of the toy. Bottom of the box, we still have the Greek price tag. 4,150 drachmas. I have no idea how much in dollars that would be, let alone the fact that it was 20 years ago. You can see here, it says it was 1992 that this came out. Okay, that's enough about the box. Let's get to the toy. Ironfist is still sealed at both ends of the box, but I'm about to fix that with the help of my handy-dandy Swiss card knife. I think we'll open the right side. Unfortunately, we don't yet have smell-o-vision on YouTube, so you can't enjoy the 20-year-old Transformer air trapped inside the box. Let's get him out of there. There he is, secured to his tray. Here are the instructions and labels. Let's pop those open first. Nice fluorescent background there on the instructions. I am giving them a quick look because actually I've never handled an Ironfist before. I don't even think I've seen one in person. As with most of the late G1, early G2 stuff, doesn't look like a very complex transformation. Let's free him the rest of the way from his prison. Okay. There we are. That is a big cannon. He's not messing around. And you can elevate if it will stay pegged in. And can extend way up if you so choose, but I don't think it will brace. Nope. Alright. Let's get him transformed, shall we? Let's have a look underneath. We have some robot bits, of course. I think we can forgive that. Alright, first step is to flip the legs back. And then we want to bring the sides of the vehicle up. And then we spin the legs around. And it's quite a stiff joint, actually, at the waist. And then we kind of poke the back of the hood through so that we can fold up his chest support, which is still a very stiff joint. Wow. And then flip up the head, and we fold the whole chest down. Fold his arms down. And there he is. Let's take a closer look at his robot mode. You have got to love those late G1 and G2 colors. We have tan, dark blue, medium blue, teal, gold, gray tires, and pink headlights. Oh yeah. And yes, he does have gold. But looking at it, and having owned some toys with the problematic gold plastic, I think this gold plastic is definitely less metallic and a lighter color than that stuff that develops GPS. At least here's hoping. I've never really heard of an Ironfist having GPS. Definitely happens with some of the other toys from the era, Skyquake and Thunderclash. But you know, I guess we'll find out. You'll hear a scream from the direction of Indiana if he breaks. So, you know, let's take a good look at his face. Now, like his compatriot Rapido, he has a little bit of trouble seeing over his chest. There is a very nice face sculpt down in there, though. Let's see if we can get it focused. There we go. More or less. Some nice light piping there. Nice, beefy robot mode. Let's also take a better look at his cannon. Same assortment of colors, of course. Nice action feature when you push this blue peg back here. You get some nice recoil action, and the huge magazine rotates. Let's see if we can see the laser sight feature on camera. Oh, I think we'll be able to. So, again, when the trigger is pushed, the laser beams fire away in the sight. Very nice. And as we saw before, the support extends, and we can give Ironfist his cannon, and he can go to work. Now, maybe Ironfist is overcompensating for something with his cannon, or maybe he just knows what firepower the situation demands. Ironfist's fellow wrecker and fellow European exclusive, Rotorstorm, was here waiting for him as well, and as you can see, they are quite happy together. Rotorstorm, incidentally, has a killer face sculpt, in my opinion. Thanks for watching me desecrate the packaging of a 20-year-old toy. Before I go, I'd like to say if you haven't checked out Pre-Order 66, the high-end toy podcast, please do so. You can find us on iTunes. You can also find links to downloads of our episodes on preorder66.com. We have a Facebook page, facebook.com/preorder66, and we're on Twitter @preorder66. We can be contacted there or at preorder66@gmail.com if you prefer. I am Jarodimus Prime on Twitter, and you can contact me there if you'd like. If you have heard Pre-Order 66, then I'm sure you know who Krasis is, host of the show and my good friend. You may have heard that at the end of October he was hit pretty hard by Hurricane Sandy and is at this point out of a home and looking for a new one. Previously mentioned Ichabod and another friend, AKSMTH, set up an Indiegogo page for donations to help support Krasis during this time, and it's doing quite well. Much better than any of us thought it would get to. It's up to $4,400, but this is going to be a very expensive time for Krasis, and he could use all the support he can get. So if you can, and you haven't already, please visit the page, indiegogo.com/helpkrasis, HELPCRASIS, and give what you can. As an added bonus, if the total donation amount reaches more than $5,000, customizer Nemesis Predaking, who goes by NemyPred, NEMYPRED, on Twitter, has said that he will give away a custom animated Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron to one of the donors. So please check that out. Give what you can. Thanks again for watching. Good night. One last thing. Please check out superpowercollectibles.com, sponsor of Pre-Order 66. It's a great source for 1/6 action figures, busts, statues, comics, and more. Use code BUTTERSHOES for $10 off an order of $50 or more. In addition, shipping is free in the United States and Canada for orders of $99 or more. That's superpowercollectibles.com.